Hi guys, my name is Nikki and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I got a bookshelf. Hey. So I have accumulated a lot of books and I have had nowhere to put them. So they've been a little bit of everywhere. And then my grandma went to a yard sale and was like, oh my god, this girl is $7. And I was like, yes, I do want her. Here she is. So now you guys get to watch me put up my books. Yay. I'm inspired by my sister, who is a huge book nerd. So I don't really know how to do this because I know obviously I want them to be sorted alphabetically by like author's last name. But like I said, they're literally just everywhere. Like I have stacks and stacks. So I think I'll just like show you guys a stack and like explain where I got it from and like set them like down here or something. And then I like once I get through all of them, I'll actually put them in order and you can see that. So yeah. So here is my first stack. So these I got from my sister, #Summer Reads, go check her out. We've got Throne of Glass, Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, Spin the Dawn, and To Kill a Kingdom. And then these two books, this was my first interesting read, recommended by Summer. And then this book, Hush, was like one of the really cheap ones at Barnes or Books A Million. And it was so amazing, like literally obsessed. So, yep. Since my sister reads a lot, she just gets rid of a lot of books. And so these are also some of the books she got rid of, except for Onyx Storm. I got that one for my birthday. So Summer gave me, or she just has like a stack and I get to pick from them. So 6 Crimson Canes, Spells for Lost Things, and The Infinity Quartz. And I mostly got this one because it's like really pretty, so. She gave me like an ungodly amount of money in Books A Million gift cards. And so these are my Books A Million purchases, except for Scythe. She gave me that one. I got Once Upon a Broken Heart, Lightlark, and Nightbane, and I'm gonna get Skyshade. But the Barnes & Noble I went to only had the limited edition version, and I want the normal version because it's prettier. And then Ruin and Rising, which is the third book in one of the series she gave me. Yeah, Shadow and Bone and Siege and Storm that I showed you. This stack, I actually just went to a yard sale with my grandma, not the same one, but they had all of these books. And so I know some of them are popular, even though I wasn't like super interested in them. I went ahead and got them because they were like low-key free. Like, what the heck? So I don't mess with Colleen Hoover, but I did get both of these books. I got One by One for my sister, The Only One Left for my sister, and The Women for my sister. And then they had The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. I recognize that name. I don't remember why, but so I got that. And then they had The Last Thing He Told Me and That's Not My Name, which my sister actually, like, I watched one of her YouTube videos and she read that for one of them. So I got these. This is just a mixture. So my friend had an extra copy of Icebreaker, so she gave me this, which is funny because this is literally like one of the worst books I think I've ever read in my life. I got halfway done with it and decided I physically could not continue with it. And I've never DNF'd a book. So eventually I will be coming back to this, but not anytime soon. So, and then this is my current read, which I got it because I really liked Credence, and it's by the same author. But I'm also not a huge fan of this, but I'm trucking through it. So instead of finishing it though, unfortunately I did start another book on Kindle. So, and then I got this signed copy of Darkly. I got this for Valentine's Day. Rest in peace. If you know, you know. And then I've got the Belladonna series, but the limited edition version. So I've got the limited edition Foxglove with like the pink and then the Wisteria. So, which is so funny actually now that I'm thinking about it, because I bought the series for this book specifically because whenever I was reading I was like, oh, that sounds so good. This was definitely my least favorite book of the series. I feel like the first one was just so immaculate, and then the other two I was just like, okay. Like what? Like they weren't bad at all. They were like definitely like 4 stars or like 4.5, but they just were not a 5-star like this girl. And then for my birthday, my sister got me the Twisted series, which it really pisses me off that they wrapped it like this. Why is like one of them not facing the right way? Either way, but by Anna. And then she also got me, there we go, the ACOTAR series. A Court of Roses and Thorns. I mean, Thorns and Roses, hello. Me when I can't speak. But yeah, I love how this one's like so tiny. And then these two are like huge humongous. Anyway, so I have this problem where I can't resist a pretty cover. But also, I buy like entire series before I know whether or not I'm gonna like them. But this one seemed like it would be really good. And so I got the entire series of Pure. But also like, girl, that is so vibrant. I'm literally obsessed. Like, oh my god. That series was on top of this box. So, those are not, those are like school books, but. So I got The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes because I grew up with, I almost said 50 Shades of Grey, The Hunger Games, and I'm gonna read it eventually. And then this is Cameron's. So I need to either hurry up and read it or return it to him because this is not mine. So this was just a random, like one of the cheap books at Barnes & Noble or Books A Million. Crap. Books A Million. That looked good, so I grabbed it. Obviously, Iron Flame. And then I really liked The Summer I Turned Pretty, so I got the book series that I'm gonna read eventually. This is also Cameron's, so this is from like middle school. She was well loved. And I didn't even finish it, girl. I'm on page 269. Like, this is, I Am Never For is an amazing series though. Like, I really want to reread it now that I'm like older, more mature. This is the other book of Hush. That after I read Hush, I was like, oh my gosh, there's another one. This is not as good, but you kind of have to read it to like finish the story. So this was literally 25 cents. So that should give you all the explanation you need. This is just one of those cheap books that I also looked at. But this is also the third book in a series that I'm not interested in reading it, so I'm probably gonna get rid of this. And then I have Catching Fire. My sister gave me like her favorite book, Archer's Voice, and then Wilder Girls. And then this is like, it looked really cool. It's got like life skills and stuff. And a pressed flower. Okay, anyway. Another one of the random cheap books that looked good. Okay, and then I have this, and then we're done. So I actually remember hating reading The Great Gatsby, but then whenever I was done, I was like, oh my god, that was literally the best book I've ever read in my life. So I like loved it. I don't know why. And then I've never seen The Notebook, but I know Nicholas Sparks is really popular because he also has The Last Song, which I grew up with the movie, and so I was like, okay, maybe I'll read those eventually. So, oh, here's my copy of The Hunger Games. And I have Mockingjay somewhere, but unfortunately I think I might not. Unless it's in here, I don't know where it is, and I'm probably gonna have to buy another copy. These are both random cheap books that looked good. So it's Frat Girl and People Like Us. Then I have Eclipse, New Moon, and Breaking Dawn, and I bought Twilight whenever I was with Kelsey. And now that I'm thinking about it, I have no idea where it is. It's probably in her car, or at her room, or in my car. I don't know. And last but not least, I have some manga. I have books 1 through 7 of Demon Slayer, the Black edition of Death Note, and then this just looked really good. It's called Happiness, so I wanted to read it. But yeah, that's all the books. Oh, no, it's not. I found more. I forgot about these. Oh my gosh, an idiot. I'm an idiot. The reason I recognize Rebecca Yarrow's name is because that's who wrote, what's the first word? Onyx Storm, Iron Flame, Fourth Wing. That's the writer of the Fourth Ring series. These are just, so, this was one my sister got rid of. That's really popular. So I got it. This looked really freaking good. and I cannot wait to read it. So this was the second book of one of the ones she got me, so I got it, or one of the ones I got from her. And then I have, oh guys, I found Twilight. I found Twilight, and then I have my Fourth Wing copy, my limited edition, because I literally have a problem. I don't even know, is this limited edition? Guys, let me know. I think so. I don't know. Okay, now for real, I think that's it. So, this is what we're working with. It a lot. So now I think I'll just do like a cute little time lapse of me like putting them all up in order. And then you get to see the finished product. Ta-da! Well, that was an enlightening experience. I definitely underestimated how much effort it was to put books on a bookshelf. I should have just put them in order first. That would have been so much easier than what I did because I kept finding books. But it's okay. Except it's not okay because I lost a book. So, now I know the time lapse was probably really quick. But if you saw, this is Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. And I'm pretty sure that I showed you guys Unravel the Dusk. And she is nowhere to be found. She has not been accounted for. So maybe I'm going crazy and I never bought it and I never showed it to you, but I cannot wait to look back at this video to see if I've been going crazy. But anyways, yes, this is my finished bookcase for now. I still have one on the bottom and then some to fill in on here. And this isn't including the books that I was borrowing or like the books I got for my sister. So, but yeah, so now I'm going to call my grandma in here and get her reaction. Nana, you wanna see it? I think I'm gonna get a little cup and put all my bookmarks in there. And because I think it'll be cute. And I have a lot because my grandma likes to get me them. It's coming. It's coming. Hi.
Hi. Whoa.
I almost filled it up. But yeah. That's her. Do you like it?
I do. Very nice.
She's huge. Same. Remy's coming to see it too. Look, Rem!
Remy said, oh, I'm going to pee on it.
I was going to say the same thing.
You going to pee on it?
Probably.
No. She's not.
Okay.
Bruiser will.
Yeah, he
Hey,
definitely will.
Brew.
No.
Brew, want to see the bookcase? I thought you had more books than that, too.
Well, it feels like a lot. Whenever I've got a pile right there, a pile right here, a pile over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I know, I'm happy. I'm sad though because I know I had Mockingbird and I don't know where it is, and or Mockingjay, and I think it's in the old room.
Yeah, because
I have the entire Harry Potter series. Bruh. Oh,
yeah.
I don't want to do this again. It was a lot of work, actually. I did it in a really roundabout way though. I should have put it in alphabetical order first. I didn't.
Yes.
I was like, oh, I'll just do it as I go. And then I kept finding books that I missed and I had to redo entire layers.
No, you should have just...
But anyways, down my bookshelf. I'm going to bed.
Same girl.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my new bookcase. I'm very excited. So, bye. Okay, now I'm gonna take thumbnail pics. Good enough.